Hey girlfriends, welcome back to the channel for another video this week. If you're new here, my name is GeranikaMycia, but all my friends call me G. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back this week, girl, and clicking on my face. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, girl, for all of the fabulous updates, okay? And come back each week for weekly uploads. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the hype, okay? And the hype is real. I told myself in 2024, I'm not falling for the hype. When it comes to items, whether it's fashion trends or luxury fashions, luxury items, or just items and fashions in general, the hype around an item could literally make you feel like, I need this. 2024, I'm not falling for it. Because let me tell you something. I could see a celebrity wear something and I'm like, oh my God, that's bomb. But for some reason, when I see an influencer wear something, I think it's because influencers, they give us the links. It's more accessible. If we see something on a celebrity, sometimes they don't even tag it. Something about the influencers, if I see a good 10 influencers with something, they make you feel like I need to have this thing, or at least see it or try it on. What is the hype about? Let's just talk about the hype, okay? Because I have a whole list of things that the hype is real. I can't lie, some of the items, the hype is worth it, okay? But we're about to get right into all of the tea. All right, so first up on my list, y'all, I have that girl, the girl who has been having the girls in a chokehold for years, okay? And it's gonna be Miss Chanel herself. Now, me personally, y'all, the hype on Chanel bags and stuff, to me, it's just not what it used to be, okay? It's just not. I'm sorry. I don't see the hype behind Chanel. I get more excited when I see vintage Chanel, because that vintage Chanel, it just hits different. Not only the quality, but the style of bag. It's like you don't really see a lot of vintage Chanel, especially like Karl Lagerfeld archive pieces. When I tell y'all, I gag every time I see a good archive Chanel piece. Nowadays, when I see like new Chanel bags, whether they coming out with like the 19 or a new vanity case, I am not impressed. I'm sorry. I remember anytime I would go to a mall and they had a Chanel store, I had to go in. I had to look, see what's going on, what's new. I do not feel that way. I would literally walk past a Chanel like it's nobody's business. I personally don't get it. Even when I see people with like the trainers, and I'm just like, I don't get the hype. I don't. I get it. Everybody loves a good double C moment, because I too love me a good double C moment. I actually have a vintage Chanel bag right now ready for me to just purchase her. But when it comes to Chanel in 2024, I don't see it for the girl. Like when it comes to the quality of the bags, this is the most I'm gonna say from the pandemic until now. Before then, you never heard any quality issues with Chanel, and nowadays it's like all you see is people talking about the quality issues. They released a bag. I forget the name of it. I'm gonna try to pop up the bag. Oh my God, when this bag dropped, first of all, I thought it was a fake bag. I did not believe this was real, because I'm like, this was so lazy. The style, the design, it was just so lazy, and I'm like, I don't understand, especially with the constant price increase, the quality control issues, the overall style and design of the bag, the shoes, the ready to wear, the accessories. Chanel in general, I just feel like lately it just gives lazy. To me, the designs are super boring. Karl Lagerfeld, baby, he will forever be missed. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. When it comes to a creative director definitely has a huge impact on the fashion house. And I honestly feel like nowadays that's why we're constantly seeing all of these new creative directors going to different houses. Every other week we're hearing Gucci is letting go their creative director, a new creative director over at Bottega, a new creative over here. It is constantly changing. I do feel like creative directors definitely have a huge impact on the house. And right now, I don't even know who's the creative director at Chanel, but I'm just not impressed. So I said all of that to say, the hype girl, the girls just want to have a double C. I get it, but I don't get it. Next up on the list, I have Men's Fashion Week. And when I tell y'all the hype around Men's Fashion Week, my timeline this past week has been flooded with all of the looks and the fashions from the boys, girl. The boys came to play, okay? They ate down, okay? Left nothing, okay? When I tell you I was here for it, all of the looks. Boys were a little spicy out there, and I was here for it. I feel like I love the way all of the looks came together. I feel like one thing that I was in love with, I love personal fashion. I love when a person can have something on, but they're still gonna add their own zhuzh to it, and you can tell they mixed and matched match their personal style with this, whatever it is that they're wearing, whatever brand they're wearing. They didn't just get styled by the designer, they add their own personal style to it. And one thing that I was seeing during the men's fashion week was the boys were adding their personal styles. I loved it, okay? The hype was hyping and I was here for it. One thing about me, I love all things fashion. I love fashion week, whether it's men's fashion week or just fashion week in general. But I do watch men's fashion shows because me personally, y'all, I buy men's clothes, okay? Especially like Balenciaga. Most of my Balenciaga pieces are like from the men's section, or certain pieces from Saint Laurent is from the men's section. I love men's clothes, especially Fendi. I love men's clothes, men's fashion. So I like to just, you know, peep my eye in to see what's going on. Now, usually when it's men's fashion week, I'm never really too impressed by the looks. It's kind of like, oh, he looks nice, but no. The boys, like I said, they were real spicy out there, girl, and I was here for it. Especially Mr. Brown himself. Chris Brown was showing up, y'all. It was to the point where I feel like I had to follow the man to see every time he would post a new look. I was here for it, okay? Him, I think I saw Burna Boy. He was looking good. There's this other guy. I'm going to see if I can find him and put some pictures on the screen of him, because when I tell you the way he was styled, okay? Oh, I was just here for the boys. The boys ate the girls up, okay? I was like, oh, give me more. I want more. It was good. Usually men's fashion week to me is a little quiet, but this year they did an amazing job, especially with like promotion, the looks. It was just high fashion all around, and I was just bowing down because it was good. So next up I have the Gucci horsebit handbag. Now this bag, this style of bag, the horsebit bag with the chain, was originally released in 2003 when Tom Ford was the creative director over at Gucci. And when I tell y'all, Tom Ford did his big one at Gucci, okay? He left his stamp, he left his mark. And what I love is the new creative director, all of the things that we're seeing on the Gucci runway right now, to me, a lot of it, I don't care what nobody say, it's giving archive Tom Ford. It is. And I was so happy to see that the Gucci horsebit bag came back in stock. Now Gucci originally added the horsebit to their handbags in 1955, I believe, and I am loving the fact that the girls are going back to the archives and giving us timeless fashions. Now when it comes to this bag is super duper hyped right now, and I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it, but one thing I am mad at, I'm mad at the price. I personally would not pay for the newer version of it, because why pay, I believe, $3,000 for this bag when it is almost the same as unless you get like the full leather one. This bag is the same exact style as the vintage one. And nowadays you can find the vintage one for a good $500–600, but when they did re-release it, I did see the price increase on this handbag. So now on the pre-love market, you may pay, the most expensive one I saw on the pre-love market was like $1,600, but that's still not bad. It all depends on the style that you're going for. If you like the newer version, like the leather one, and I believe they did add like a strap, a different strap. It's not the same as the Tom Ford one, but it's very similar. So when it comes to the hype behind this bag, I'm here for it. This bag is for a specific person. A lot of people do not like this shape of bag. A lot of people think this bag is not timeless or appealing. Me personally, girl, anytime I see a good Gucci horsebit bag, especially this style of the bag, don't let me see a Tom Ford one in the streets. I will run up on you, okay? Because they just so good, okay? There's a specific one that I got my eye on, and I'm just like, oh, she's hard to find, but she's a good girly, okay? But when it comes to this bag, y'all, I'm not mad at the hype. I'm here for the hype, okay? I promote the hype, okay? I'm adding a little sauce on the hype because this is a good bag. I don't care what nobody got to say. Next up, I know the girlies are not gonna like this one, but it's my opinion, and I have platform Uggs. I don't see the hype. I don't understand why we're doing this. I hate them, okay? I absolutely hate them. I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like the way they look. I just feel like, why? It gives me, if you're gonna wear this around the house, maybe it's cold outside, you need to go check the mailbox. It's cold outside, you need to go take out the trash. I need to go start up my car and go back inside. Wearing these things outside is wild to me. I just be like, especially girl, if you go to Target, you're gonna see the girlies in the leggings, the tube socks, the platform Uggs, and like the little sweaters with the claw clip. And I'm just like, oh, it's giving a TikTok outfit. Like I said, this is my opinion, no shade, all tea, don't catch it, girl, sip it, okay? I don't like platform Uggs, and I don't understand why we're doing this, and I cannot wait for this trend to be over because I think it is just hideous. Next up, I have high-rise trousers. Oh my god, when it comes to the runway, high-rise trousers have been everywhere. It was Paris Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, or Men's Fashion Week. I have been seeing high-waisted trousers everywhere, and I'm here for the hype, okay? They're making everything high-waist, and I'm like, finally, okay? I'm tired of mid-rise. Please stop doing mid-rise and make me look like SpongeBob. I don't like it. It's either gonna be go all the way high-rise or don't give it to me at all. So lately, I have been seeing high-rise skirts, shorts, trousers, all of the things. But the number one thing that I kept seeing on the runway, y'all, was high-rise trousers, and they were done so well. If you know me, you know I love a good high-rise moment, not high-rise, a high-waisted moment. I'm here for this trend, the hype, all of the things. When it comes to high-rise or high-waisted, whatever you like to call it, trousers, pants, skirts, jeans, whatever, I feel like, y'all, it looks so good and flattering on almost every body type. I love it, okay? Especially on the days you're feeling a little pudgy. The stomach is not flat, it's giving a little You zip them pants right on up, you cinch that waist, and you look amazing, okay? I'm here for the trend, girl. I'm here for the hype, and what I love about a good trend that I'm actually here for, anytime something goes on trend, you can expect to see it in the stores, okay? One problem I usually have is finding high-waisted or high-rise pants and trousers and skirts. Lately, I've been running across this mid-rise. You carry your weight in like your midsection. If you put on a pair of mid-rise pants, it's gonna hug you and give you like a muffin top. It's not flattering at all. So I just feel like, give me the high-rise trend. That means it's about to be so easy for me to get everything high-rise. I'm not gonna have to fight for it. So when it comes to the high-waisted, high-rise trend, sign me up. Next up, I have something that I am so excited about. Well, you guys know this is my zhuzh, and it is vintage handbags, okay? If you are a handbag girl, you have been seeing all of the girlies, whether they're influencers, celebrities, your everyday up the way girl, everybody is pulling out the vintage handbags. I'm a vintage lover, okay? I love me a good archive vintage handbag or vintage piece moment in general. But when it comes to a vintage handbag, I remember when I first got on YouTube, people would leave me the craziest comments. Why are you buying all this old stuff? You need to give us more current, up-to-date fashions. So for me to see all of these things coming back, I'm here for it. I love the hype, okay? Especially on TikTok, the girlies have the pieces, okay? And when I say pieces, I'm not talking about you just everyday little pieces. Oh, that is a vintage bag. No, they have the pieces, okay? When I say vintage, I'm talking about they giving you the collabs, okay? Y'all remember when LV used to do like great collabs, especially with their speedy bags and stuff like that? I'm gonna pop some pictures. Oh my God, the girls on TikTok eating the vintage handbags up, okay? I love when I'm watching the get ready with me's on TikTok and Instagram and even on YouTube, and the girlies pull out a vintage bag, like a vintage Dior saddle or a vintage LV bag. Oh, I be here for the vibes, y'all. I'm just like, I love me a good vintage moment, and I think I get so excited with vintage bags because a lot of it to me is very nostalgic. When they came out, I probably couldn't afford them, but I used to see them in like music videos or on TV and stuff like that. So to see them, everything just come back around, I'm here for it. And I just feel like those bags have so much character, so much personality, and I feel like nowadays fashion just went in such a weird space for a while, and to see people just kind of like going back to like the basics or the older bags, it's just a good moment. It warms my heart to see the babies get their love. One thing about a vintage bag, if you walk into a room with like true fashion girlies who understand the moment, oh my God, when I tell you, you don't have to, you can walk into a room, you don't have to know anybody, okay? You put on you a nice vintage handbag, baby, I promise you, a conversation will be started, okay? Because, oh, I'm one of them girls. If I see you with a piece, you best believe before the night is over, before I leave, I'm gonna make my way to you just to see her up in person, because oh my God, y'all, I live, okay? So we could be here all day talking about vintage bags, but whoo, I live. So next up, I have Gaiter boots. Now, Gaiter boots are the boots that have the extra fabric that folds over the boot. It gives you that Givenchy shark lock boot vibe. You know, we have been on this trend for a few months now. Ever since Zara released that boot, that dupe, y'all. you have been seeing this style of shoe and boot. They have them in sneaker versions. They're everywhere. I'm not mad at it. I actually had to pull back because I'm the type of person, when I like something, I can buy it in every color, different styles. But the Gaiter boot, I think, is so flattering. I'm not mad at this hype. I do have these in the tan from Zara. That's, y'all, they back in stock. I'm going to link them down below. I posted them on my stories on Instagram, and I also posted them in my YouTube communities. I should definitely consider turning on your bell notification so you guys can get, every time I upload a video, I go live or I post links for back in stock items, because as soon as I see something back in stock that I know is very popular, I'm going to always put it here on YouTube in my communities first. So definitely make sure to turn on your bell notification, girl, because if these are still available, I'm going to link them down below. I did pick these up in a size 10, which is my normal size. I do feel like these are true to size. Style of boot is great. I'm not knocking the hype. I actually love the hype. I love the fact that this became a trend, because if you're like me, you was one of the girls who wanted the Givenchy Shark Lock boot, but you could not get them because the original ones were too small for the calf, and the extra wide, it looks crazy. It was just like too wide, so it was no in between. So when Zara released this boot, I was just happy. I was just so happy that this became a trend, because yeah, I was able to get multiple pairs. Right now I do have 3 pairs of these boots in my collection, and I do not plan on buying any more. But overall, I definitely understand why this style of boot is so hyped. I feel like it's very flattering. Anything that has an extra layering piece to it, I feel like it just adds another element and texture to a look. And these boots, anytime I pull this style of boot out, I feel like it just adds to a look. The thing about the Gaiter boot, this style has been trending for a few months, but this is nothing new to us, because everybody and their mama love a good Givenchy Shark Lock boot. I feel like at this point, the Givenchy Shark Lock boots is a classic. You cannot go wrong with that boot, whether you have a good dupe or you have the original ones. This style of boot is just a classic to me, so this, I'm not mad at this. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not mad at it, but I would definitely recommend, very picky and be very selective when investing in this trend, because like I said, there's so many different things going on. You can get this shoe in glitter, you can get it in rhinestones, metallic silver, and stuff like that. I don't feel like it'll be timeless in your wardrobe versus getting a nice leather pair or a nice denim pair. Stuff like that, I feel like it would definitely stand the test of time. So just be, you know, intentional. All right, so last but certainly not least, I have Pharrell 2024 LV men's fashion show. Oh my god, y'all, I have to literally breathe in and breathe out for this, because when I tell y'all, I honestly, I have a lot of emotions. When I was watching the show, y'all, I was overwhelmed with emotion. Y'all don't understand. I love fashion, but men's fashion, I feel like sometimes it, depending on the brand, it definitely fits with my personal style. LV men's ready to wear is so like good. Like Pharrell did an amazing job. I was just like, y'all should have saw me up in here, y'all, screaming, gagging. Like I just was so, even right now, I'm trying to calm, like I'm trying to contain my excitement. Oh my god, I was obsessed. What he did to that Speedy bag, his take on the Speedy, it just gave, oh yeah, this is a piece. Okay, this is a piece. Now, what I also love is he just had fun. And watching the show, I could tell it was fun for him to create this. I feel like when it comes to fashion, for a while, I'm gonna say since maybe 2020, fashion has just been in such a weird space, even with the whole quiet luxury trying to be forced upon us and become a thing. When I saw this fashion show, I said, this right here is so good. Now, it's not for everybody, but it was so for me, girl. He did his big one and I was not mad, okay? I wish I could have recorded my reaction, because when I was watching the show, y'all, I just was like gagging, okay? From the bags, from the shoes, from the models, everything was just so well done, and I have like nothing negative to say about it. I'm gonna just say this, I love the show and the pieces so much. I'm gonna say 95% of the items on my luxury wish list is from that show. Okay, so it's to the point where I'm like, the coins, they're ready. Okay, I have been on this no buy for the longest, and I have been sitting with my wardrobe for the longest. So it's like when I see something that gets me excited and I'm like, oh my god, I can't contain myself, that is the type of fashions, that's the type of pieces that I want to buy, especially when it comes to luxury. We found us, I guess, what, a personal stylist or a personal shopper. Girl, they be taxing, babes. Oh my god. Like when I tell you the girls will tax your ass, I said, oh no, we're not paying that. Like, you done added a whole 1,500 on the bag. That bag not that much. You telling me in order for you to source this bag, you're gonna charge me additional 1,500, and that's not included. Shipping is not included in that. Oh no, no. We're not doing that. But I will get it, okay? And you guys will be the first to see it. All right, y'all. So after doing my research, Miss Mamas, I love this bag to pieces. But however, I'm not paying $13,000 for this Speedy bag. Paying $13,000 for a Louis Vuitton Speedy bag is wild to me. It is crazy. The girls are losing their minds. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. This bag is life. It's everything. But for $13,000, I'm not paying that. $13,000 is giving Hermes prices. That's when you invest in the Hermes, the big boy bags. Okay. I love me some Louis, but no. Now, moving into the Millionaire Speedy Tote that was created by Pharrell, I found out that the Millionaire Speedy Tote is just not the name of the bag. This bag actually cost $1 million, okay? If we're being honest, I don't care what it's made out of. Spending $1 million on a Speedy bag is crazy. So I personally feel like this is like for the quote unquote who's. The only people I've ever seen with this bag is Pharrell, LeBron James, which I'm sure he did not pay for it. It was gifted. I think they're just trying to create a hype around the bag. But if we're being honest, $1 million is wild. Now, this is a piece that I would love to see in person, but actually, well, I don't have $1 million to spend on a bag. So, oh my God, $1 million for a bag? Are we for real? Girl, bye. Alright, girlfriend, so that is all that I have for this video. These are all of the things that are super hyped that I've been seeing and coming across on social media and all of the platforms. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment down below and tell me some items maybe I did not mention that are super hyped. And also, if you have any of these items, the items that I felt like I don't understand the hype, like I said, girl, no shade, all tea. Don't catch it sipping. I don't want to fight with you, girl, because y'all be want to tussle in the comments. I'm not fighting with you in the comments, Miss Mama. It's just my opinion, okay? But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a big thumbs up, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you girls in the next one.